Well, it's been a long time coming. It's new bike day, and it's probably not a huge surprise which bike I landed on. I just recently wrapped up with a long-term review on the Ibis Ripmo, and I love the bike so much I decided to get one of my own. The slightly different, but mostly the same, 2023 V2S. The S, well, that stands for swing arm, which saw a few small tweaks. The new design accommodates a wider 55mm chain line, it sports a new beefed up chain guard, as well as an update to the SRAM Universal Derailleur Hanger, or UDH for short. The front triangle remains the same with the exception of a larger down tube protector. But there's something else about the new Ibis bikes that sparked a lot of heated debate. After almost 30 years, the iconic oval head tube badge and italic lettering has been replaced by a new logo and type branding. And, well, people feel all sorts of ways about this. Change always sparks passionate response, but no matter what side of the fence you're on, one thing here has remained the same. This new Ripmo still has that same magic sauce that's made this bike one which all others in its categories are compared to. And I've got to say, this is one of the nicest bikes I've ever built up. Now, I'm not sponsored by Ibis. I purchased this one from my channel supporter N+1 Bikes and built it up to my personal spec. I started off with the Ibis X01 build and worked with Shaun to swap out some of my preferred parts. Now, Shaun will do the same for you, so if you're in the market for a new Ibis, Yeti, Rocky Mountain, or Cannondale, give him a call and he'll help you build your next bike. Fans of the channel get free shipping anywhere in the US, so be sure to tell him I sent you. Anyways, let's take a look at my new trail bike and do a quick run through the build. The drivetrain, brakes, and dropper are all part of the X01 build kit that Ibis currently offers. This includes Code RSC brakes, 185mm bike yoke revived dropper, an X01 cassette, derailleur, shifter, chain, and crankset. The rest of the cockpit is different, however, with a 40mm tidal stem, a Deity Speedway 35 carbon bar, black P&W loam grips, and a 1-up EDC tucked away in the stem, which houses my tools, spare quick link, and a CO2 cartridge. Stock this bike comes with a Fox X2 and a 38, however, I've swapped the 38 for this Root Beer 36. Right now I have on a set of Hustle Labs Avery pedals, which are a magnetic flat pedal design that I've been testing out here lately. I've been really impressed by these, and they're an awesome option for someone who's looking for a middle ground between flats and clipless. Last but not least, and perhaps the thing I'm most excited about on this build, is a set of Spokex SX310 rims laced up to Onyx hubs. Now, I'm kind of a diehard i9 fan. Their hubs have always been reliable and beautifully simple to maintain, which is why they are my long-standing go-to. However, the idea of a silent hub is something I've always liked, and though they do bring a more complex design to the table, I'm glad I'm finally giving them a try. The Spokex rims that they're laced to have given me a lot of confidence and peace of mind. I tested their rims out here on the East Coast while they were being prototyped, and I've been running this rim for well over a year now. I have a particular talent for destroying aluminum, and I'm happy to say this is the first time I've gone months, yet alone more than a year, without experiencing a failure. They're about 400 more than a comparable aluminum set, which is nothing to blink at, but in the past year alone, I've saved more than that difference in repair cost. These have been worth every penny, and if you're on the hunt for a high quality, durable hand-laced wheel set, I would recommend putting these on your short list. Spokex is also a channel supporter, and they're gonna offer anyone who mentions us free valve stems and custom color spokes and decals of your choosing, as well as free shipping. And you can find links and contact information for Spokex and N+1 Bikes in the description below. And they're awesome folks to work with, so give them a call. Supporting those who support this channel really helps keep this thing going, which I really do appreciate. So why the Ripmo? There's so many great bikes out there today, and I'm lucky that I get to ride a lot of them. For the last couple of years, I've been looking to replace my old Santa Cruz Hightower, but finding that right bike proved to be a challenge. I wanted something that had a similar balance feel, but was also able to better handle bigger hits, as well as offer more flexibility in the shock options I can choose from. I also wasn't big on the idea of going with a bike that would sacrifice maneuverability and climbing efficiency for the sake of stability. I took a leap of faith in the beginning of the year and built up a Transition Sentinel, which is the only bike I've ever purchased without riding it first. The Sentinel had similar travel but much more progression, allowing you to go really big with confidence. It was also a surprisingly efficient climber. However, it had more of the monster truck feel of a longer travel enduro bike, and it really lacked the responsiveness I'd grown to love with the Hightower. The Ripmo, however, has been my Goldilocks bike. It has all of the attributes I loved about that old Hightower, but in an even more lively package that better handles hard compressions and remains more poised when things get rowdy. Its progressive suspension curve can handle more linear shocks, such as the X2 or even a coil. And there's plenty of clearance to fit whatever I want. This bike ticks off all of my boxes, and after a total of 5 months of riding combined between the AF and V2 models, I knew without question this was my obvious choice. Now, the Ripmo is a great fit for me, and if you want to know more about it, watch this video here where I give my full review to help you learn if this bike might be what you're looking for. Well, the fall riding season is here, and I'm looking forward to many great days to come on my new bike. So as always, until next time, I hope to see you out on the trail.